Hey everyone, it's Jackson here. So in this YouTube video update, I want to touch upon just a couple of things that have been happening recently. So as you can tell, I'm now sitting in my new living room in my new townhouse that me and my partner, me and him, got at the beginning of this month. This is part of the living room behind me. It's not done yet. We just put things up for now. The house is basically unpacked. Just got a couple of things to do upstairs, and that's about it. So, but this is not the final setup. This is just for now until we get all unpacked, and then we can organize the furniture and do more. So, but anyway, so the move went good. My partner, me and him, and his mom, and his mom's boyfriend, his godfather, and our friend Crystal, we're all part of the move, and we moved in here, and it was nice and dandy. I now finally have internet hooked up, so now there's an internet connection in this house, yay! So the move went well. This house is pretty cute. It's a 2-bedroom townhouse, and it's really, really nice. So finally, no more apartments and no more, close neighbors and stuff. So it's a real good change, I would say. I'm back downtown. I'm not on the hill anymore. I prefer it down here, accessibility-wise. It's a bit easier. So that's what's been going on with that, living-wise. And then, now onto some more meat and potatoes of this video. So I basically went to, every year I go to a conference on a provincial-wide scale for the Children's Aid Societies. The Ontario Association of Children's Aid Societies puts this conference on once a year, every year in August, and this year, instead of going to Toronto, this year the conference was held at McMaster University. So it went well. The conference went well. It was a really well put together conference at McMaster. The only thing that really bugged me is, and this is what's making me rethink about going next year, is there was a worker there from the Haldimand County, and she went up to a worker that's from my old agency, the Catholic Children's Aid Society, and basically told her that I was basically swearing, I was doing this, I was doing that, yada yada yada, which, by the way, I have a trucker mouth. Everyone knows I do. So, and plus I was around the people at the conference were all adults, so I don't understand why you would take offense to swearing when we're all fucking adults, but whatever. But then she went on to say that I was basically trying to pick fights with people, I was doing this, I was doing that. I'm just like, thinking in my head, I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? So this worker pulled me aside, this worker from my agency that she told us to, pulled me aside and was expressing her concern. And I'm like, are you serious right now? You know me better than you know her, and you're really telling me that. And she was actually upset and frustrated at me, and I'm just like, okay, well, slow this train down right now, because I tell you this right now, none of that had happened. And so I made her stop and think about what this worker said and how I actually present myself in public at conferences, at work, or this and this and this. And she's like, and then she turned around, she's like, why would she say this about you? I'm like, do you remember for the past 3 years, this being the 3rd year I'm at this conference, the same CAS worker who does not like me has tried to lie to you about me for the past 3 years. Year number 3 being this year. And I'm like, so why would you take her word for it? Because in the end, it doesn't work because she gets caught in her lie. And then the worker was like, yeah, you're right, Jackson. I don't know why she's doing that. I'm like, the other workers from her agency have even said to me that she is a bitch. That basically she does this to anybody she doesn't like because she thinks she's on some power trip. I'm like, I'll tell that. But I'm like, you know what? She wants to be like that, so be it, but don't do it to me because she won't win. And you know what? This lady that's doing this for the past 3 years, she's like in her 60s. So I'm like, why the fuck are you still working? Go retire and leave people alone. Because I'm not the only one she's done this to. She's done it to people at her agency and other people at conferences. So I'm not the only one. And I made Deb realize that and made her understand. And basically, Deb apologized to me. Like, sorry, I don't know why I believed her. My apologies. I know you wouldn't do that. I know you have a trucker mouth, but I know you wouldn't do any of that. And, you know, for a minute I thought you were representing Hamilton badly. I'm like, no. I was not representing Hamilton CAS badly. So she apologized to me, and we continued on going to our next meeting. So it all worked out in the end, but it's making me reconsider going to this conference only because of this worker, because this is the third time. Like, she did it in 2014, she did it last year, and now she did it this year. So I'm just like, hey, no. I'm really thinking if I return to this conference next year, which I probably know I'll get an invite yet again, I'm gonna probably turn it down only because of this fucking worker. Now, if this worker is not going to be there, then I'll go next year. But as it stands right now, I'm not really in a hurry to go back, only because I don't want to deal with this bullshit that this fucking lady is pulling, and I'm not the only one she's pulling it with, so whatever. But other than that, the conference was nice. McMaster University, very nice campus. Obviously, it's a university. Hello. There were accommodations in the dorm rooms at McMaster, and the dorm rooms were actually kind of alright. Between Humber College dorm rooms, McMaster University dorm rooms, there's not really much of a difference. They all look like a fucking psych ward or a jail ward. Like, it looks like you're in jail. So I don't understand how they can ask students with so much money for something that looks like out of a fucking horror film. But the beds are comfortable. The accommodations were nice. We had food. It was overall it was nice. Besides that one bitch ass worker that's making me reconsider going back to this conference. And now I'm a good asset to this conference, in the meetings, my input, what I have to say, and what I can present. Right? But this worker is making me not want to go. Like that. So next year, when this time rolls around again, when I get the invite, because I know I will, I'll have to rethink about that. And as it stands, I'm most likely not going to go back, just for the sake of this bitch ass worker. So we'll see about that. Now, there's been some controversy on my social media lately with the Catholic Jonesay Society of Hamilton and with the first response intake unit. So first response intake unit is basically a department that goes and apprehends children from if they're at risk, right? So there's been the YouTube channel is called Stop CCAS, and there's 3 uploads. One video from St. Joe's Hospital. I think it was St. Joe's. Don't quote me on that. But anyway, so one from the hospital. It was a video, and then one audio recording from a meeting, and then another audio recording from the hospital as well. So basically, this intake worker, who I unfortunately know, I'm not going to mention any names for the sake of confidentiality, but she went and got a warrant from the Justice of the Peace and apprehended the kid. On the warrant, there was no names, no reasons, no this, no that, so she was basically pulling a fast one, and it worked. So right now, people are fighting, and I'm actually inquiring about it, so we'll see how that goes. Give me 2 seconds here. So, I know, I was taken for a very good reason. I'm not going to deny that, but what CCS is doing is not right, and I've let them know that. So hopefully this all gets resolved. I'm going to watch it closely, and yada yada yada. So I guess that's it for this YouTube video update. If you have any comments, if any, please feel free to comment down below here. And as always, folks, don't ever forget to comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll catch you guys all on the flip side. Bye for now.